What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TV Sports 27 and yet another episode of Tennessee Volunteers Football. This should be a good one here. Tennessee, Kentucky. We've had our issues with Kentucky the last couple of years. We're battling for a playoff spot. We have 3 losses to our name. We're battling for a playoff spot. I wanted to jump in and do some live commentary for this one because we've had quite a bit of changes here in college football. This is going to be one of the, I think, final game that's going to determine whether or not we're going to a playoff game or not. I mean, obviously we still need to win out, but we've had our quarterback struggles for yet another year. This is Theo Schlesinger all over. 5-star quarterback Leon Pepper was supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be the man. And he has not performed well. He had his ups and downs. We changed the playbook. We did all kinds of stuff. Things didn't work out. We put the senior in, Percy Brents, for a while. It worked for a little bit, but again, still wasn't working. So Peyton Manning goes into the depths, and he puts in a 3-star quarterback, Fianu Starr. He has a very impressive second half against LSU. Manning gives him the start on the road against South Carolina. You guys watched that game live a couple of days ago. 400-yard passing performance. Tennessee moves to number 10. They are back in the college football playoff discussion. And Coach Peyton Manning kind of left it at with the red shirt because he is a true freshman. He has not been redshirted as far as I can tell, unless the game did not a red shirt situation. But you can play up to 4 games. So he can play the remainder of the season, I believe, and still keep his red shirt. Because this would be 7, 8, we're 7, 8, 9. This is game 11, and we have one more game, 12. So he would have only played in 4 games. So if we get to the college football playoff, I think he goes the rest of the way. If we get to a bowl game, I think we redshirt him and try to keep that freshman status. But we might have something special with Mr. Starr here. So going up against Kentucky, let me get you some of the Kentucky scores from the last couple of seasons because I don't think our record is too good. Well, let's focus on this 3rd and 4 right now. And it is going to be a first down. So we did win at Kentucky last season, actually. So we did have a win there.
Pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing
the year before that, we were undefeated through the first 4 games of the season, and then we lost. Oh, look at this deep pass into double coverage. Whew. One to senior interception for that. We were 4-0 going into conference play, and we lost to Kentucky on the road 17-7. That one I remember because our offense was rolling at that point. We were just dominating people. And then we put 7 points on the board. Big gooser. We got goosed in that one. And then the year before that, we didn't have Kentucky on the schedule. What about the year before that? I think we played Kentucky. There's going to be a first down for the Wild. Oh, we got a fumble. Wait a minute. It's going to be... Time will tell if the knee was on the ground or not. That's always one that they want to challenge in this game. You know what? Somebody else look up the Kentucky situation and let me know. Because I got to focus on this one. We might be in good spot. I think he might have been down. We're going to see if this one gets reviewed. It does not look like they're going to review it. What do you guys think? At least that second angle looked like he might have been down. Maybe not. I'm going to take it. And a huge set of yards by Matui. My goodness. Yeah, Rocky Top getting hyped up. Started off the season highly ranked. 3 losses on the year. One of them was to the defending national champs, #1 in the country. We got beat up pretty bad by Alabama this year. And then, of course, the LSU loss. But we moved to... I'm going to look it up real quick. It is a true freshman, right? Let's look at the depth chart. And again, the rankings are crazy because he is a 3-star. He's only a 71 overall. And there is no red shirt by his name. So true freshman. So that's why I say if if we're in, and I debated putting him in as well because we had a lot of other choices at quarterback, but there was just something about him because the other one was Marco Hart that was kind of rated, but we went with Starr, a 6'4", pretty tall guy from Virginia, and he does not have the red shirt. So it was a debate, man. Do we waste his freshman year on what could be a lost season when we threw him into the mix? But we know we have the red shirt rules. And like I said, if we get to the college football playoff, I think we ride with him. If we don't get to the college football playoff, then we use that red shirt and keep him fresh for next year. So what do you guys think? And part of why Coach Peyton Manning, and on third down, Matui is going to be very short, but he is going to get it. I thought he may have gotten knocked back. The debate is you have a team that's highly ranked that has suffered some bad losses, but on paper, it is a team that people said was a national championship quality team, and Starr is not a scrambler. He does not have the feet, but he is able to pick up a couple yards there. But that is why Coach Peyton Manning may be feeling desperate and making this change. And Starr once again continuing. Is that not a touchdown for Hippenhammer, who's a 5-star wide receiver who's also had his up and downs? And the handoff to Matui, and it is a touchdown for the Tennessee Volunteers, capitalizing off the turnover from Kentucky. Sounds a Rocky Top blasting here in Tennessee. This was a, what were we ranked? Again, I'm going to go into the archives here. I'm playing and looking into the archives at the same time, which could be dangerous. People are saying, how is it possible? I'm going to look up, can I just look up Oregon?
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back in the
so in the Oregon game, what were we ranked? We were ranked... We were ranked 5 and Oregon was ranked 2. I think we were ranked 4, weren't we, going into the LSU game? Even with the 2 losses? We were ranked, on paper, we have been ranked pretty darn high, and that's why it's kind of been, as I said, getting the work call here. I'm going to have to put a pause on this one. I got the on-call phone. Give me a moment here.
They'll run play action. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
Okay. Hello, TV Sports. I am back. I'm on call. I'm on call at work. That's why we say subscribe, thumbs up. Every 3 weeks I'm on call, and I got to answer the on-call phone. Luckily, that was one you can kind of help out over the phone. Keep playing and give the instructions and help out over the phone. But that is TV Sports. So again, like, subscribe, thumbs up if you want us to move full-time into YouTube. But that's what we got a couple of weeks. Because full-time, and they pay me good to be on call and answer the phone. So there you go.
There's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room.
All right, 1st and 10. Star still throwing the ball extremely well. Way more accuracy than, like I said, what we had with our previous quarterbacks, who were, one of them was a 5-star, the other was a 4-star. And 3rd and inches right now.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can...
Look at that, and it is going to be another 1st down. And we've about run a solid amount of the clock down as well.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
Hip and hammer 1st down, and that is how a very successful, you look at not a lot of points, but 2 possessions here, and we're looking at putting points in the end zone on a 2nd possession. Oh, copyright music. It's playing. Back to the ground game. Matui squeezes through, and it's another 1st down for the Volunteers. In the Fianu Star era of Tennessee football once again, and even Hippenhammer, who had a couple of drops last week against South Carolina. He's even been on the money since Star's come in. To the outside, and Matui in for his 2nd touchdown. And Tennessee will take a 2-touchdown lead.
Getting set for the point after.
I don't know if you can hear the squeaky chair. I'm in a different room, so we're getting ready to move here. And oh, we had an injury. I didn't even say who that was. It looked like he might be coming back in a little bit. I clicked right past it. I haven't had any injuries, I would say, in this game that really anyone goes out for an extended period of time. It's always that they're going to they'll go out and they'll come right back in by the end of the game or something. No one that's ever been like out for 2 or 3 weeks or any bad injuries, I feel like I've never seen in this game. So I think that's why, out of habit, I'm just clicking next. Oh, big opening.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down.
A 10-yard run. Gordon Cole. An excellent run.
That would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
If you hear any chairs squeaking, you're going to have to pardon me. Oh, QB sack. Moving, and that's why I also haven't been streaming as much. You're probably not going to see much streaming the next week and a half as well because of the move. If I do jump on and stream, it'll probably be without commentary. Again, for more commentary streams, and you saw why I'm not doing many commentary streams when we just got the on-call call that came in. But again, like, subscribe, thumbs up. If actually, I think I have to look. Oh my goodness, what a throw, and it's a touchdown for Kentucky. The threshold for YouTube monetization used to be 1,000 subs. I was looking today. Monetize how many subs? It was saying I was able to do it at 500. How many subs do you need for YouTube monetization? But I also needed a certain amount of watch hours, which I didn't have. Unless I saw that. Still says 1,000 on Google. But it was saying when I went to earn on Studio, I click on earn, and it says I am eligible with 500 subs. So I don't know. But I also need a lot more public watch hours. So that's where you, the people, would come in. With our streaming, going live, or had some fancy new thumbnails on there. So help us be the next big thing on the tube here. We got a UFL game tonight. You guys gonna be watching. Double football for me playing this, then UFL, Arlington and St. Louis going at it, and then we got the Cubs and the Rays, who are both of my favorite MLB teams. My favorite AL and my favorite NL team. And early going, and still early. Other than that huge deep pass of Kentucky, things are going the way of the Volunteers, and there's the very first incompletion of the game for Fianu Star, who we mentioned, new star in the making. Wide receiver screen would have been nice if we had picked up that block there. But overall, 3rd and 7 for Tennessee. Huge play for the Wildcats if they can get a stop. Try to get their way back into this one. Star steps up, and he is on the mark with that throw. The accuracy of Fianu Star, incredible. The true freshman. Obviously, Peyton Manning saw something in practice, and it's another huge play for Star. And it's the most effective this offense has looked, I'd say, since Chris Fritz got in there sophomore year. Obviously, Peyton Manning, Coach Manning, saw something in this 3-star recruit, that enough to recruit him, but somebody that fell under the radar to be 3 stars. And picked up, saw something in camp, but you have a senior quarterback, you have a 5-star in Leon Pepper that was supposed to be the future. And when things were struggling with those two, and that was a tight fit that Star was just hoping to go for the end zone there, saw something and was like, you know what, we have the true freshman. He threw him in against LSU. If you guys remember, threw an interception. Oh my goodness, what a throw on the move going backwards, touchdown Tennessee. If you guys remember the very first play, either the first or second play, Star comes in and throws an interception, it was an interception party against LSU, which led to the change. He comes in, throws another interception immediately, but then ends up leading a little bit of a comeback. Now, the game was so far out of reach that there was no way that comeback was going to happen, but led a little bit of a comeback. And then Coach Manning, it was a debate. You stick with the 5-star Leon Pepper? Do you stick with your senior, Percy Brents, who had won you a couple of games with Pepper not doing so well? Or do you go with the freshman that had an impressive performance, but was it an impressive performance in garbage time? And it was a road game against a tough South Carolina team. That is a big business interception, and it will be a pick-6 touchdown. Duke Bright and Tennessee, if they can keep this up. We're not playing Vandy the final game of the season. We normally are. It's not on the schedule this year. If Tennessee can keep this up and can win in Week 12, and there's some upsets, we could be going to our first conference championship, and we'd have an outside shot at that. But more importantly, we'd be getting into the college football playoff, because I don't think we're going to drop much more than 10. And unless something crazy happens, if we keep winning, we'll be back in the big dance, which would be only the second time for Coach Manning.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now.
Can we get... Oh, my goodness. I thought we were getting another one. I thought we had number 2 going. I don't know why he's pumped. I don't know what milestone he hit on that incompletion.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper.
QB keeper and 1st down. Cameron Earl, quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats. That's a huge one. Texas Tech and TCU down below. Earl gets hit, and it's an interception on the hit. Green grass in front. Down the sideline, tiptoeing, could not stay in bounds, and Tennessee... We're having our most impressive performance in quite some time. Now, we won big against South Carolina, but if you guys remember, after a quick 14 points, the offense did kind of struggle a little bit. It took some time, but once we got going again, then we were back in the zone. But my goodness, Tennessee, we're staring down. A 28-point lead. Tried to catch him with the run play. Did not work. But if we can get points out of this, obviously we would love for it to be a touchdown. But points out of this. Star is going to complete it down to the 1-yard line. Not Matui. I thought Matui was going to get number 3. Instead, it's going to be Brightwell. And it's going to be, oh no, Folsom rather. Brightwell was last year's backup. Come on. I got too many different teams on the brain. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this is the team that on paper the folks had a ring. Not the team that got blown out by Oregon. Not the team that got blown out by Alabama. And you know the winning can't go forever. I mean, this is a Cardell Jones situation. Obviously, Mr. Starr looking impressive. For all intents and purposes, he has captured the starting job over the next handful of seasons. Whether that'll mean a transfer for Leon Pepper, in the real world, obviously it would. But the 3-star freshman has come in from Virginia.
Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full
accountability. My goodness.
That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks.
But also the defense playing impressively well.
Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Oh. My eyes lit up a little bit, thinking we could steal another.
They're going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Open.
I will accept that.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
There's certain dialogue. That one you get all the time in this game. In MLB The Show, you get the one about the bullpen. Our starters, the bullpen's so great, they don't even need to go far anymore.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator.
Let's do a substitute here.
On first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Coffee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
We get a shot at an extra possession. If we get a stop right here, they're going to take a throw at the end zone. Tipped up. Yeah, that's falling to the turf. And they will punt this one. Wow. Can't do that in the UFL.
A bad pick last drive. Almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
That was quite the punt.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well.
Yeah, that one's incomplete. So we got a minute 30. And you're going to see right now what the freshman's all about. He's 12 of 15 at the moment. And that was almost intercepted. That one was dangerous. You're going to get freshman throws every once in a while. And yeah, I think that was one that Mr. Starr would like to have back. That, to be quite honest with you, I thought it was going to be a different route. Just break the fourth wall right now. I thought it was, and that's a mistake. Is that he made the mistake and I made the mistake. I thought he was going deep and he cut in, and that would have been me throwing it deep if it wasn't a video game. But and 3 straight incompletions, so that's a first for Keanu Starr, and that was more so a side effect of just trying to get some points, not a lot of time.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, I will take that. Is that his second one of the day?
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
That was Crick, his second interception. I thought that 18 was familiar.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this?
Ooh, that was a vicious hit. And Tennessee's defense, they've got Starr kind of misfiring a little bit here, but give credit to the defense of Tennessee. Oh my goodness. How was that a fumble? Oh my god. And yeah, Starr, I don't know what the heck happened there. Coach Manning letting a lot of the time run down. 3rd and 19, and these last couple of drives, and Starr is just going to take a shot again. That one is into coverage. So Tennessee's defense, 55-yarder. Should we try it? This would be one of the longest ones.
Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away.
Oh my goodness. Oh, is it going to sneak in? Are you kidding me? I did not think that was going to be made, because Zolaman has missed some really, really bad kicks this year. And with as inaccurate as that one looked, I did not think that was going to make it in. But 38-7 at home. Like I said, Starr, they had him on lockdown. And again, we maybe picked some plays that Starr wouldn't have done, just trying to get those final points. But 3 turnovers, the offense rolling.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30
This has been good stuff. We might get into some clock chewing mode coming up here. Some garbage time coming up in the second half. I know you guys are also waiting with bated breath for part 2 of WWE AEW Forbidden Door. Let me know if you just want to see the event and you don't care about having my commentary. I can do the event anytime. The reason it's been so delayed is with moving and with on call and all that stuff. I just haven't had time to sit down because it's 7 matches. It's going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours probably. I just haven't had time to sit down and do that event for you guys. But if you want to see it without commentary, I can set it up and do it without commentary. Let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Patreon and let me know. That's why we've been doing so much stuff without commentary, so you guys can keep watching the series you love without having to wait on me to be able to be available live. Because if that was the case, you'd be getting a lot less content, unfortunately. That's why we're encouraging if you could subscribe, thumbs up, get the watch hours up, follow along with us, help support the channel so we can do more of this full-time with you guys. But that is why there's been a delay. So let me know how you guys prefer Forbidden Door. It'll be probably another couple of weeks. Man, in Tennessee, or the Kentucky secondary, rather, they've changed things up this last couple of drives.
They go to the draw. He's knocked down in
The Kentucky defense, maybe as they say, better late than never, I suppose.
Had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win.
Oh, he's going to take
So we got single coverage. Oh, I thought he had it.
Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now Starr kind of, hey, taking leadership. Only his second start. The true freshman now has had 3 unsuccessful drives as far as touchdowns go. And even with the 38-7 lead, the true freshman become the leader out there on the field of play.
Off the play fake on 1st down.
Ooh, I thought we were looking at our 4th interception. Golly, I thought we had it.
They need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Oh my goodness.
At the 20, he's got space. They make the
Poor tackling.
Sets them up with a 1st and goal from the
Making
10.
me weep.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He makes a grab.
Kentucky looks like they're marching for a score right now.
They've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right.
And, ooh, well, wait a minute. This penalty could change things. It's going to be a holding, I would assume.
Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. Discards a man.
Okay, an interesting run call on 2nd and goal from way back there, but I'll allow it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows.
And it's interception number 4. I couldn't even see. I could not even see myself to know what the heck was going on, but I'll take the touchback. And that holding call may have just killed this game for Tennessee as far as points go. Because that was his second interception. Yeah, Bright and 18 and 16 with a grand total of 4 INTs. And now it's early. We're going into clock chewing mode, guys. That holding call just wiped out what was going to be a potential 7 points for Kentucky. And there we get our offense going, because now you're starting to see Kentucky maybe a little bit worse for wear. maybe feeling a little distraught with what just happened. We can get back to Star, maybe making some plays here, becoming the new superstar in Tennessee. You can see last week's numbers hasn't hit 200 yet, but that's because Matui's had such a good game on the ground. Ooh, just got sandwiched there at 71.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass.
I just got the text message. Oh, incomplete. You guys have heard my previous story. I think it was on one of the MLB The Shows. So go back and listen to it. So this is what happened a little bit in the South Carolina game, where the offense does have its moments where it gets a little lackadaisical. But if our defense keeps intercepting Mr. Earl here, we'll be in a good spot. But let me know, are you a Frontier person or a Spectrum person? I recently mentioned in a previous stream that we did my issues with Spectrum and trying to move, where I called them up and literally they lost a customer of 5 years because I told them I'm moving and I want to move my stuff to this address, and we were moving from a non-fiber house to a fiber house, and the guy proceeded to spend 30 minutes trying to change my phone bill from $55 a month to $80 a month and then $200 a month. And after repeatedly saying, I'm literally just moving, I want to keep the same stuff I have or cut me a better deal. After 30 minutes, I told the guy, you know what? We have Spectrum in our area. These punts are horrific. We have Frontier in our area. I'm going to try that. And for being a new customer of Frontier, you get 3 months free. And I'm paying about $25 less with Frontier, at least in the early going. You know, obviously these companies like to raise your prices whenever they can, but I'm paying $25 less and getting 3 months free. So, and my tech just said they're going to be here tomorrow. And apparently, because you're probably saying, well, TV sports, someone as technological as you can't do this on your own. Normally I do, but apparently because it is a fiber hookup for the very first time at this location, that is why tech has to come out. They already came and ran the fiber line. That play has not worked out. And then it's apparently not as simple as just hooking up a modem and a router, which I own my own router, which I have done in the past. But apparently because it's a new fiber run, they have to come and do it for the first time, from what I was told. But they're not charging me anything to hook it up. It is a free install, so what the heck. All right, can this offense? Star will step up. And it's incomplete again. And the Tennessee offense, although we're holding on to the big lead, this is a little scary that we have now gone several drives struggling.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
Four guys in the backfield, including the quarterback. And it did not work at all. A loss of a yard.
Find some juice. Find your guy.
Eric LeBourne.
Get some first downs, get some positive.
TCU and Texas Tech look like they have a good one going. Top-ranked matchup. That's got college football playoff implications abound between TCU and Texas Tech. And the Wildcats find themselves in, once again, another third down situation here. See if we get our guy Earl to throw up another desperation. No, they're going to run the ball. That shows you how cautious the Wildcats are. Maybe playing at this point knowing they're not getting to a championship. They're not getting to a college football playoff. Maybe we're just playing for a bowl game at this point. And they're just going to run the ball on third down and long. And there you can see Nebraska still rocking at #1, unbeaten at 10-0. Wisconsin, Georgia's up there, who we have not played this year in conference, thank goodness. Oregon, who we did play to begin the season. And we head to the fourth quarter. And I want to, again, And I'm not running up the score here, but I would like our offense to end on a positive after we had played so well all game. And credit to the Kentucky defense who has held us in check for pretty much the second quarter. And there's Matui, who again is having another decent run, but it's been the passing game. There's much hype as we are given to the freshman, Fianu Star. It's definitely. And Fianu is going to change things up here. And that one is going to be caught. That was a tight window, but that is something that Star is not afraid to do. Throw into the tight window. He is that much confident in his throwing ability, in his arm, to squeeze into those tight windows. And you worry about Matui a little bit. He's running the ball well, and of course you want to run out the clock, which is what the game is saying. But he has been injury prone a little bit this year. He has been beat up a lot. We've had to take him out a number of times, so you do want to keep an eye on that as well. And you want to get your freshman quarterback that you may be rocking with to win a national championship some reps, and there we go. Took a little bit, and maybe that's just something we're going to have to battle through with Mr. Star. That we're going to have to just know we're going to battle through some of these lulls. But the lulls I'll take with the decent amount of points. And Star, oh, and that's a drop. And we've definitely had our fair share of those this season, without question.
They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of.
Bit of a low throw, but it is reeled in. And now the game is saying throw it. We went from the game saying run the ball on every play. Now they're saying throw it on every play. 3rd and inches, why not? I'm looking at R1. Let's see. Nope, gonna throw it to X. And it's a first down, Volunteers. So this one will end not quite the changing things up because they had a lot of, this is supposed to be outside to the left and they had a lot of guys out there, so I'm going inside. It's not quite going to be the 400-yard passing performance. You know what? Let's throw it. It's not going to be the 400-yard passing performance that we had against South Carolina, but it is going to be yet another impressive, and that was me hitting the wrong button. That was me getting my buttons mixed up. I was trying to throw it to square on the outside, and I hit circle. You know what? Let's give our guy touchdown number 3 of the day, and maybe give him the player of the game, Mr. Fred Matui. Yes, sir. 44 points on the board at home against Kentucky. And we will look after this game to see Alabama, any of those teams ahead of us, Georgia, if any of them slipped up. Maybe we have a shot at getting into an SEC championship. We're currently ranked behind like 4 one-loss SEC teams in conference.
Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
With this team that's that's about to go to 8-3. Hoping upon all hope that the college football playoff gods will be smiling on them to get into the college football playoff. And I think with this, once we get back on offense, that we go full backup and just start running the clock at that point. Oh my goodness, I thought he caught that.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh,
and there's interception number 5.
It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first
number 0. 5 interceptions. That was what led to our quarterback carousel against LSU.
First mistake. Put it behind you. You've had a great season.
And it just only seems fitting for it to go that way. Oh, they already put the backups in for us. No, I don't want to keep the starters in. Thank you, game. This game glitches like that sometimes. It'll put the backups in, but then it doesn't put the backups in, and I have to do this rigmarole to get them in. So very interesting. I don't know if that's a thing in 26 that's an issue or not. So Percy Brents remains the backup, which means our 5-star Leon Pepper, who everybody going into the season, that was the talk of the town. It's Leon Pepper time. The sophomore quarterback, who was Chris Fritz, finishing up his senior year. It was going to go to Leon Pepper, 5-star, supposed to be the guy. Had an impressive start against Oregon, but then you know how that one ended up. And after some really nice out-of-conference victories against maybe some lower quality opponents, FCS, and we played the worst-ranked team in college football, Western Michigan. It did not go well for Mr. Pepper, and the 3-star freshman has come on and taken Tennessee by storm here.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football.
But it's very similar to how Chris Fritz, if you guys remember the Chris Fritz years, he was a very similar story for Coach Manning, where we had a guy, that Theo Schlesinger, that was supposed to be the guy, and we had a guy with experience, and between the two, couldn't get it going. Fritz got thrown in, played extremely well, got to the college football playoffs the next year, and ended up being the starter the next couple of years. And Percy Brents on 3rd and long, run up the score, maybe, I don't know, it's 3rd and long, you throw the ball, Percy Brents into the end zone. And if the college football playoff committee is watching, you had another impressive showing by Tennessee with the move to Fianu Star.
Better do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're bringing heat.
They have kept Earl in this game. I would have, especially in garbage time, unless they feel like the man needs the reps. I'd have taken him out at this point.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Well, that's going to be one of their better plays of the day. You take away that deep pass. You see some of the top-ranked interceptors. Ball State quarter. Oh, no, we do have a backup in there, right? Hold on. Am I going crazy? No, that is a starter. No, Earl did come out. Earl did get benched, yes. It is Nevis, who is a senior as well. So Earl did get the benching. I guess I should look at the number on the back of the jersey that people probably yelling at their screen. Maybe that's why I'm not getting the subs, because I'm not looking at the numbers. I'm trying to squint and look at the name, and I was like, that doesn't say Earl. He's a star as well, so it remains to be seen why the star senior was sitting on the bench, and boy, we got the backups in, but he goes right down the field and scores, and maybe questions are going to arise that is there any reason why this man was not in the game most of the day? Well, we're going to look at standings. We're going to see where we are going into the final game of the regular season. And we might just be doing some college football here on out to finish things up here. Loading things up on TV Sports. We're doing the 162-game season in baseball. Still working on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise. Of course, WWE Universe mode. We're going to get back to GM mode as well. So be on the lookout. Haven't heard much feedback. Let me look at the view count on GM mode. That's one. I haven't heard much feedback about that. This GM mode, that one that you guys want to see continued on here. We had 56 views for GM mode, so not great. Not great, but we'll have to see. Bust out a couple more GM mode episodes, but be on the lookout for that. But that's one we obviously have to do commentary on, so that's why you haven't seen that one that often. And I've been getting a little bit of an itch. Guys, don't worry, the Utah Utes, we still got another season or two with them on College Football 24, the greatest undefeated dynasty in sports. And I've been getting the itch to do a little bit of arena football again. A little Xbox 360 arena football. Grand Rapids Rampage Season 5. Be on the lookout for that. I just dropped a little hint ski. If anyone's watching this, tell the people. A little hint. Some arena football out there, but there we go. Big win for Tennessee into exercise. And yes, it was Matui that ends up being your MVP. Well deserved. And as we said, to eliminate some of those losses that we had to Kentucky in big spots over the last couple of years, that one feels good. And I always felt like Kentucky, Tennessee, they're the checkerboard. They're the originators, the OG, the checkerboard, and Kentucky trying to do their own checkerboard thing. No, we don't like that. So Tennessee whoops up on them. I don't know if that was senior day or not. I think Ole Miss is the final game of the season. But that 31-point second quarter, and a lot of that was just all off the interceptions. Again, can't ask for anything more. Did not cross 200 yards after the 400-yard performance a week ago, but 20 of 32. I know we probably got frustrated with some of those incompletions late, but still, 20 of 32, 184, not turning the ball over. Matui, 3 touchdowns, 82 yards on the ground. Folsom as well coming in, the sophomore, doing his thing. And everybody contributing. You had Gilmore, who's doing awesome. Lutman, who's turning into a stud wide receiver. Hippenhammer, these guys going into their junior year, if they can keep things going. We got sophomore wide receivers who were showing their young age early on in the season, but they've come into their own a little bit here. And then you're looking at a senior and a couple of juniors making some big plays. So let's see where we are. We're going to do some recruiting, and we're going to get on out of here because I'm going to go watch some of the Cubs and the Rays, and then I'm going to watch the UFL games. Austin Reed, I never thought, the Spring King, the Tom Brady of the UFL. Look at this. 4-star wide receiver George Frederick nailed him. That could be huge coming in over the next couple of seasons. That's big. But to see Perez go to the bench and Austin Reed come in, that's almost like what's happening with Star. Oh, another from Thompson Station, Tennessee. Never heard of the place, but a 4-star DT. So 2 4-stars just dropped. And maybe after that impressive performance, they might have been visits during that. We're going to have a lot of points just opened up to do some recruiting. Duke Bright, SEC Player of the Week. With this, you could have gone with either of the two guys that got the 2 INTs. And yes, it is going to be senior day, the final game of the regular season. We don't move up in the rankings, but we get Ole Miss at home, and a win will put us in the college football playoff. Now, looking at this, it's not looking likely that we're going to make the SEC championship. Once again, we have never made the conference championship with Tennessee unless something really crazy happens where Georgia, Florida, where they all lose. I don't know who they're all playing each other. Then maybe we sneak in. But it's going to be a definite tiebreaker situation as that all comes up. Oregon goes down, so Nebraska remains undefeated. Why didn't they see the ticker at the bottom doesn't do a good job of cycling scores. We had number 1 versus number 4, and they didn't show us that score once down below. But Nebraska knocks off Oregon, so we're going to get some changes. And here you see the top 20. So Nebraska remains 11-0, Wisconsin 10-1, Georgia, Stanford, Notre Dame, West Virginia, Oregon still in the mix. North Texas, who I believe they were in the college football playoff last year. Let me look real quick. North Texas, they were not. Kentucky was. I thought North Texas was. Maybe they were on the on the cusp a couple of times and didn't quite make it, because I remember them being like in the discussion of the college football playoff last season. So North Texas in the mix. TCU looks like they did knock off Texas Tech, and A&M is right there. So we're sitting good at 8-3. I mean, we're amongst the 8-3s, and USF is pounding their fist right now in the American at 9-2, saying, "Where's the love for us for a college football playoff spot?" So that is where we are sitting. We already looked at the conference play. If you guys want to see the Heisman, any interest here? You see Brad Tobias, of course. Why not? The Nebraska QB, and Chester Wolf, who you guys saw us play him this season. And your college football playoff bracket currently has us and Notre Dame matching up, which will be us going to South Bend, with the winner going to the Fiesta Bowl. So you got your conference champs, which are Nebraska, the Big Ten champ. West Virginia would be your Big 12 champion, and Stanford would be your ACC champion. Don't forget Stanford in the ACC. And then your SEC champion would be the wild card, because we're under the old college football playoff rules. Don't forget it, which would be Alabama getting that. So North Texas would get in above Alabama with that first round bye. But you're seeing a lot of SEC teams in the mix. Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, all would be in the college football playoff picture. So we got to finish business against LSU, though. That's the problem. We cannot get too ahead of ourselves on that one. So we got 300 more points to play with. So let's just go at it here and see. I think we're going to be good locking up these guys. We're looking good, hopefully, here with this last shot. We have no more points I think we could potentially put in, other than if we want to do like a hard sell situation, just to see if that gives us anything. And that also gives us 10 more points in the bank. Well, you know what? I'll spend it all. I'll hard sell it, and we'll do a DM situation here. We got a hard sell. It's DM and see if we can get. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't. It says we've done all of our scheduling. So you can see the guys that we've already nailed down this year. And of course, as always, I keep the guys that are number 2 in case any commitment flippings happen, because that does happen in this game. Players will flip their commitment to see we're landing a couple of 3-star kickers, which is about as high as you can get in this game for kickers. Ari Bush, yeah, do we still try to put... We got some more points to play with, even though he is a lower ranked. Do we just take a risk on the hard sell? No one. We don't really care. So the only one it could be is this one. So we're going to do the hard sell and just see what happens here. I do want Mr. Folk, so we got to... maybe we can hard sell him here if we can figure out what he's all about. Pro potential. That's the only one it could be. So we're going to hard sell right there. And then we are also going to do... no... you know what? That's fine. Let's see what happens there. Save 5 points and see what happens. George Beck, we're gonna leave that as it is. Not worried. I mean, he's an ex-gem. This one here, we kind of jumped into this one late. I don't think our odds of that one are too good, and we're gonna take Boyce off because we can't do much there. The athlete, again, same thing. We're using all our points on that one, so it's kind of a battle right now of him just deciding based on what he sees on the field, because we're all out of visits as well. Yeah, he locked us out altogether, and we're looking good there. So we can add, we got 300 points to give, and we can add 2 more, but I'm going to drop some more of these guys off the list. I'm gonna keep the 5 stars for possible flips, which would be all of these guys. So that would give us one more person we can add. Let's see. Let's look at the prospect list. Guys that are interested, maybe, which I know are kind of... We've gotten most of the ones we want. And you can see guys we've already looked at. Do we go for guys that we don't really need, but they have an interest? Like, we don't need him, but he has an interest. We don't have a need for a center. John Friend, what a name, and he's got SEC folks looking his way. So we're gonna throw. You know what? Let's not. Now they said we do need it. All right, let's go with these three guys that we just added and see what we get out of the mix here. And boy, we just found a late gem here. We don't need a center, but what the heck? He's interested. It's going to be an uphill climb, to especially for a North Carolina kid. But we're coming in late. Let's see what comes out of that, right? Come on. See what we got to get out of Oscar. We got some hidden potent. No regular guys. We'll scholarship them up. We'll reach out to friends and family, and then we will DM as well. And that is where we will wrap up this episode. One game left in the regular season. We're not closing out with Vandy as we've done each of the last 9 years. We got Ole Miss this year at home. We are 8-3. We're definitely going to a bowl game. Are we going to a college football playoff game? It basically... Not confirmed, but with the way everything's going, it's almost a guarantee win, and we are in the college football playoff. Lose, and we're probably going to a bowl game. And, you know, we're kind of saying, oh man, maybe we can get into an SEC championship. I'm almost kind of maybe hoping we don't, because if you're looking at it, the SEC champ as of right now is not going to get a bye week, and if we win the SEC, we're not going to get a bye week. So that would just give us an extra game for us to lose and not make the college football playoff, and an extra game we would have to play. I'd rather not make the conference championship, have that week of rest, and then play whomever in the first round rather than having to go on the road and play Wisconsin, which would be a reward for the SEC champ at the moment. So, yeah, let's look real quick at the... do they just do conference schedules? Is that a thing? They do conference standings, but there's no way... Oh, no, I think we do. Let's see. Can you do... Yeah, national SEC. Okay. So, for our path to get to the college football playoff, Florida can't lose a conference game. 4-1 in the conference. Jesus Christ. They can't lose a conference game, so I'd almost say Florida's pretty much locked, even with a loss. Now, if Vandy beats Alabama, that's where things get interesting, because that's where we'd have that outside shot at maybe getting in. And then, did anybody play 8 SEC games like us? So we're getting punished for playing 8 SEC games. Everyone else, like LSU, played 4 SEC games. Like, what the hell is going on with this game? So those are the teams that are ahead of us in conference right now. That kind of ticks me off. Yeah, look at that. I wasn't even paying attention to the conference rankings. So LSU's played 4 conference games. We're getting ready to play our 8th. So that's the only reason LSU, all these teams are ahead of us. LSU, Georgia, Florida. They've only played 4 conference games, but we've had to play 8. Is that something they fixed in 26? Hopefully, by God, by 27 comes out, that'll be something that's fixed. But anyway, like I said, we'd be better off not going to the conference championship. But they lose to NC State. So they had NC State, Utah, FCS, UTSA, Kent State. What a cookie-cutter schedule they had. I mean, NC State, Utah, FCS, UTSA, Kent State, Vandy. Boise State's usually a solid team. They went to the blue. So they played Vanderbilt, Missouri, Texas, us, who they killed, so you give them that, and Oklahoma. So they would have played 5 conference games, and they played UCLA, Boise State, Missouri. What a mishmash schedule. That is very strange. All right, guys. Final game coming up, Ole Miss. Thanks for tuning in. If you loved it, subscribe, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. We'll see you next time on TB Sports. Thanks for support.